Welcome to Spotlight New England. I'm one of your hosts, Audrey McClelland.
And I'm Ashley Erling.
So it is October.
It is officially
October.
This is actually, I've probably mentioned this to you, this is one of my favorite months of the whole year.
Is it really?
Yeah. I would say July and October are probably my two favorite.
So your birthday and wedding month now.
Yeah, well, I know.
that.
It didn't start off as my wedding month as when I was.
That's very true.
You know, I've always loved October. I just love this time of year.
It is really
my favorite
beautiful.
time of year.
It is really
and then
beautiful right
July
now.
because it's just like, full on summer.
Oh my gosh. And like your birthday literally kicks off the whole entire month, and you just kind of like have that party all year. All month long.
And all year. Why not?
Year. We could celebrate your birthday all year.
But there's always so many amazing things going on at this time of the year.
No, there are. And I do love October too. There's festivals every weekend. There's, there's football. There's just like fun. It's a beautiful time of year in New England. I feel like this is the most beautiful time of year.
I agree.
At least in my opinion.
I agree. And with the foliage and everything, it's just very beautiful looking in addition to like the feel of it.
Absolutely. And so, as always, what we've been doing each month is we've been talking with, Gillette Stadium and also Patriot Place just about what's going on, because like we were talking, there is so much more than just football.
I mean, and football, of course, right now is huge.
Very top of mind.
Things going on all the time, plus some really good shopping.
They really do. And they have a really cool thing coming up too. So we checked back in with Julia on all the things that are to do right now going on at Patriot Place. We are so excited. It is that time of the month again to see what's going on over at Gillette Stadium and also Patriot Place. We have our good friend Julia Pagliarulo with us again, telling us everything that's going to be going on in October, because it is like finally now where it's feeling like fall, Julia. And I know you guys always have so much going on over there.
Yes, it's us. Thank you so much for having me back. It was hard to believe a month has already gone by. But so excited to be back here and chatting with you guys about some of the exciting stuff we have coming up in October.
I love it. And so, I know that obviously football season is underway, but there's so much more going on too, not only obviously at Gillette, but also really at Patriot Place for people to go enjoy food and shopping. So what do you have going on this month?
Yeah, so the fall, I think, is one of my favorite times here in general, because like you mentioned, football season, but also everything that we have planned up at Patriot Place. So we have some really exciting stuff coming up in the month of October. So first up, we have New England Public Theater is coming here for the first time, and they're going to do several productions of the hit musical Oklahoma. So there'll be shows on October 9th through 12th, and then the 16th through the 19th, right here at Patriot Place. And tickets for that start right around $15. So a great opportunity to have a nice night out and enjoy some local theater. We also have some really exciting events that we host every October. So we have Ocean Spray's annual fall harvest celebration, which is one of my favorite events we do every year. So that'll be October 18th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That'll be the 15th time that we've actually had that event.
Wow.
So all types of awesome fall activities. You can see Ocean Spray actually harvest the real cranberry bog we have here right behind Bass Pro Shops. So that's something that can't be missed. Fall activities, photo ops, just a really nice chance to enjoy the day here.
That is so much fun.
Yeah, and then we have to have a Halloween event. So we have our trick-or-treating spooktacular that is taking place October 30th. So bring in, kids of all ages can come down and trick-or-treat throughout Patriot Place and get treats. We have non-candy options. We support the Teal Pumpkin Project for any kids with allergies. So that's great as well. So it's super, super exciting. And we love October here at Patriot Place. And then, like you mentioned, from the football side too, we only have one home game here in October against the Cleveland Browns on October 26th. But then just the next weekend, November 2nd, we are hosting the Atlanta Falcons. So that's really exciting. And then looking way ahead, pretty much a year ahead, but we did just recently announce that Ed Sheeran's coming back to Gillette Stadium next fall.
So excited for that.
Yes, we're so excited to have him back. So he'll be here September 25th and 26th of 2026 as part of his Loop Tour. And, that's his first time back here since 2023. And the last time he was here, he actually set our venue single show attendance record. So
oh my gosh.
New England loves Ed Sheeran. We love Ed Sheeran. We can't wait to have him back.
I love it. It's funny, Julia, it is such a great destination to head there, whether you're going to a game right now, or most important, which I love to do with my family, grab some great food over at Patriot Place, do some great shopping. You guys always have so much going on, and it really is, I feel like, the perfect weather, not too hot, not too cold yet, to really explore and enjoy everything that you guys have over there.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I think the exciting thing too is that we're always trying to add some new options as well. And you mentioned dining. I think Estella, which is a new restaurant destination we have,
Yeah,
their opening date is right around the corner this fall. And then another popular favorite is we have Chick-fil-A that should be opening in October as well. So
I love
something
that.
new all the time. Yeah.
I love it. Well, Julia, thank you so much for stopping by again. We love getting these updates from you, especially too. We're Spotlight New England, so we're putting a spotlight on this amazing destination for New Englanders to head to obviously see games, see concerts, enjoy shows, and also dine, shop, and do so much more there and experience all these great also offerings that you have. I'm excited about that Ocean Spray one. That's going to be a cool one.
It is going to be a great one, and thank you so much as always for having me. Hope to see you and some of the audience here up at Patriot Place this October, and if not, look forward to joining for a November update right around the corner.
Awesome. Thanks, Julia. We'll see you in November.
See you then. Thanks.
Welcome back to Spotlight New England. Our next guest, I first heard of Maple Landmark when my sons were given name trains when they were younger, and they've been in their bedrooms. And it's one of those things that I know I'm going to pass on to my grandchildren. Just a special, special toy to have. And we have Mike Rainville with us this morning, who's the president. And believe it or not, they have been in business for over 40 years. So it is just a treat, Mike, to have you with us this morning because you are such an iconic just business in New England that we just love. So welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
So, and I did mention the name trains, and it is one of those things when we were chit-chatting before the show started that you said a lot of people identify with you through the name trains. How did that all come to be?
Oh, it just kind of is a product that developed from just some little letters to people wanting to connect into trains and in making them fit the railroad systems and stuff. So it kind of developed over about 30 years ago plus, something like that on us.
It really is a special, have you ever seen these, Ashley? These little name trains?
I have. These are definitely one of those things when you see it, you know what it is. But Mike, tell us more about how you started the company. And you really, this is a hands-on family business.
Very much so. Both my grandfathers did some carpentry work when they weren't busy farming, and so there was tools and sawdust and wood around when I was growing up, and it just kind of gave me something to play with and practice and just make things, household things, just for the heck of it. And started selling wholesale when I was in high school, which was kind of neat, I guess. Kind of just developed from there over time. Been a long time.
That is actually amazing because I remember I first took my first woodshop class when I was in middle school.
Did you take a woodshop class?
I did.
Oh my gosh,
and
amazing.
I loved the craft, but Mike, they were having us make things that were super simple. I think we made a cutting board. That was like I guess it's like intricate as we got, but like you said, in high school you started this, but what were you making in high school that you were selling wholesale at that age?
Oh, there were games, tic-tac-toe games, and probably some cutting boards and a few things like that. Not actually unlike some of the things we still make, I guess you could say. But yeah, it was just whatever household things. And towards Christmas, I'd make some more toys, whatnot, for sale. So
it is an incredible craft.
And your business has really, it's so cool to see how your business has grown over the years, and you really pride yourself on the fact that it is local, made in America. Tell us more about that, why it's so important to you and the business as part of your DNA, really.
Well, it's just, I come from a line of family businesses. My grandparents are farmers, my parents own a general store, and now kind of my business is the core, and family works here. You mentioned earlier, yeah, we have all kinds of family here, but I just like dealing with local people making local things. And back 25 years ago, when there was a big push to move production to China initially, we kind of looked at that, had some things come up that caused us to look at it. We realized that we're just people like making stuff. We don't want to be a warehouse or something. We make stuff, and that's just the core of. That's why we keep doing it, for better or worse. That's it. And we do it in wood. It happens to be wood, but that's a major local resource here. So we're proud of supporting the local working landscape economy.
I was going to say, we're in Rhode Island, and so we're not super far, but in Vermont, has that really played a role in the company and what you have there? It must kind of influence what you do, even what you design. How does Vermont play a role in everything?
I guess just a lot of what we do reflects on the things we see around us in terms of design and products. We sell our toys across the country, but a lot of our gift products are still centered on things that would sell in Vermont gift shops and whatnot. Covered bridge themes and things you kind of associate with Vermont, I guess.
I love even the stuff right behind you, Mike, too. I mean, you can see the covered bridge behind you, the countdown to your birthday. And I was kind of going through some of the products because it's obviously beyond toys and games. You have like great gift items, too, from like cutting boards that are like shaped like states, which are so cute. I love those. Like wind spinners. I jotted down the growth charts with, I think, oh, here we go, which are some of them that are so cute. I love the train whistles. I feel like I have 4 sons. I feel like if you have a son, you have a train whistle in your house, and the train whistle, I love. The quality of your products is just, unbelievable, but you can just see all the different items that you offer. And I got to ask you, like, where do you come up with all of these different ideas? Because there's pages of stuff that you have available.
We have an incredibly broad product line, and it drives us to distraction sometimes. But it's part of the fun. It keeps it from being boring. But we have a product development committee, just internal people. We have, a broad set of capabilities here and a lot of really cool technology. So it lets us kind of be free with our creativity. That's a big highlight is our product development.
I mean, it really is. And again, I can't get over, I've always been a big fan of the custom pieces. I definitely know that I gravitate towards a lot of those. And I know that you pride yourself too, Mike, on really having those custom orders for your obviously your fan base, your customers. Is that something that, is really special to you to know that what you're making somebody is so important to them? And it's something that is really, it's a special piece that will be in their lives for generations.
That is important, and I think just for us to continue as a business to be able to connect with people with something that's of very personal nature is important. And custom is a very big and growing part of our business, whether it's something personal for a family or it could be just for a business, promotional things. We have a growing part of our business is tap handles for breweries. It sounds like a kind of a left turn a little bit, but actually it uses the same technology and equipment that we use for our toys. So it's kind of neat and it's creative and just adds to the fun.
Yeah, that's really cool. And it's kind of like a good representation of how, you are a legacy business, but you're, growing with the times and creating and being creative. Do you have a favorite item?
Oh, people ask that, and I don't know. It's whatever we designed last, I guess, something like that. So I haven't gotten bored with it yet.
I know it's a hard question.
It is hard. It's like picking your favorite child. Is there like a product that's taken off that has surprised you? Like, oh wow, like the people have really responding well to this.
Boy, put me on the spot.
Sorry, Mike.
I mean,
he's like everything.
For a home run. That's just something that doesn't come along very often. But that was amazing when that hit. We just have so many cool things. We recently took on a business that makes 3D topographical wooden carved maps.
Oh wow!
I love those.
And that's a really neat product that I enjoy looking at because it's new and fresh and say, oh, we make that now.
Those are so cool.
Yeah.
Those are really cool. I've seen some, I'm not sure, in different gift shops and things like that. I've seen some, and I always think that would be such a great thing to have in your house because usually when you live in New England, you feel pretty connected to the area that you live in. So this is such a great representation. And I like how, especially if you live in like the mountains in Vermont or New Hampshire, you really can see that represented like right in front of you.
Now, Mike, where did the name come from? How did you determine to name it Maple Landmark?
So I mentioned my grandparents are farmers, and so the name of the farm was Maple Landmark Homestead.
Gotcha.
And so they had dairy and maple syrup under the name Maple Landmark Sugar House. So when I needed a name for the business, I kind of appropriated and went with Maple Landmark Woodcraft, and we kind of, that's a mouthful. So we mostly go by Maple Landmark now, and built around that.
And
I love that.
What is it? How does it feel to you you mentioned your grandparents and, this is a family business. What does it mean to you to be able to have this family business and carry it on for the generations?
Oh, I don't know. It's just what I know. It's just how my family's developed over the generations, and it's cool. My son works for me, and his kids come by at the end of the day. He's got 2 little kids, and so I get to see them, and it's just, I don't know. I wouldn't call it idyllic necessarily, or one of those romantic kinds of things, but it's just, we're not like some families that are spread all across the country, kind of local. So
It's a dream come true for a lot of people. It really is. That'd be a dream to be able to work alongside with your children, see your grandchildren grow up. Like, that truly is a gift.
Yeah, it's great to see in New England and family business and be able to support that. Where can people find your products if they want to either get one of those awesome trains or get something custom? Where can they find you?
Sure. So we have our website, maplelandmark.com, but we're in a lot of toy stores and gift shops throughout. And if you go on our website, bottom of the homepage, I think there's a dealer locator where you can find somebody near you. You go on and just type in your address, or maybe it's a map that you scroll into, or something like that. You can find dealers that might be. I'm sure there's some in Rhode Island and around. I know we're pretty well around southern New England. So, yeah.
Oh. I love it. Hey, Mike, what is the product next to you, the number 29? Is that a cutting board?
Cribbage board.
Oh, it's a cribbage board.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is so cool. So you could gift that like for someone's birthday. You could do custom numbers.
Well, that's the 29 is kind of common to cribbage, in that's the best hand you can get.
See, I got to play cribbage.
It's one of those. I've been making cribbage boards since the beginning. My parents used to play cribbage, and so I copied theirs. But we finally came out with this 29 board, which is fairly common to people who make cribbage boards.
That's
just
so
a few
cool.
years ago. But it's pretty attractive.
Yeah, beautiful products.
Love it. Mike, thanks so much for joining us. We so appreciate it.
Sure. Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And obviously, best of luck, especially as the holiday season is coming up. I'm sure it's a very busy time for you. And as always, stick around because we have more coming.
Welcome back to Spotlight New England. So we've been talking about, what a great time of year this is. And I just, I already mentioned at the top of the show, I just love October with all the different festivals and every garden center you go to has something going on. But again, we are so spoiled in this area.
Yeah, we really are.
With all of the events. So this weekend alone, there are so many things coming up. There's the Gloria Gemma Flames of Hope weekend. Now that is of course, it has the water fire, which everyone knows about, which is always such a beautiful water fire. But they have this Passport to Survivorship Expo every year at this time as well. And I've covered it a couple of times. And honestly, if you don't know about it, it really is a great resource, but it really is also a celebration for people who, have been dealing with cancer. And they just the Gloria Gemma Resource Foundation does such an amazing job for the folks in our area who are looking for resources or just looking for hope, looking for guidance, or have already come out through on the other side and are being celebrated. And it's just such a special event every year that they do. I just love it. I always love going to that one.
It is beautiful, like how they laid everything up in the pink.
Yeah.
And it's like an emotional time to come and, obviously, like you said, seek support. Maybe you've been through it. Maybe you have a family member going through it. But what a great opportunity to come together.
And of course, everybody always does remember breast cancer in October. And wear pink and support.
Yeah, you used some pink today.
I am. I wear pink.
Gotta get better.
I wear pink a lot of days.
You do wear pink a lot.
It's not really out of the norm.
No, but still, it's beautiful.
Support. Another amazing amazing event this weekend
Yes.
is the Audrain Motor and Concours Week.
This is a big one.
This is a huge one. I've been to a couple of events for it. It has several events that go on throughout a few days span, and I've been to, oh gosh, I don't even remember what it's called now. Not the gala.
Is it the gala?
The guys have been to the gala.
Okay.
I think it's called The Gathering, and it's during the day on the lawn.
So this is when Jay Leno does come to this, correct?
Oh yeah, I mean, he's around for most of this weekend, but every event that they put on is a really beautiful event.
Yeah.
And I think they add more and more every year. So if you're in the Newport area this weekend, keep your eye out for just things like this.
Right,
Certainly
it's
the cars.
beautiful.
I mean, there will be cars like this driving around all weekend because
Yes.
a lot of motor enthusiasts from all over come to Newport, Rhode Island to take part in this
I getcha,
each
okay.
year, and it's become a very, very big thing, which again, just
That's
like a
so
really
cool. I know the guys are very excited.
Yes.
Will Gilbert and Brendan Kirby are very excited to attend.
this is their Super Bowl.
It really is in many
Every
ways.
and
They get
because
very
they
excited.
don't go out.
They
And
don't.
then all of a sudden, once a
not
year,
late.
they post all these pictures in tuxes, and I'm like, who are these two?
They're dressing
These
up.
two don't even like to go out to dinner. And then, of course, you know, this time of year, you can't not mention the Jack-o'-lantern Spectacular.
I can't wait for this.
I can't wait to go as well. You know, we've got some previews. It is now open. It is open through the month, and I think it goes right into the very beginning of November. I mean, I assume everyone who's watching has been to this, and if you haven't,
much
you
fun.
just have to go. It is it's so fun.
Yeah.
I mean, how else? It's just flat out plain family fun.
Right, it's always a good time. My daughter, I brought the boys when they were little. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember taking the boys, and we had strollers, and they would laugh and take photos. And my daughter loves it too. I mean, it really is a great family activity to do. Will you
Yeah.
go with the family?
We will go eventually when we get back from the honeymoon.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
No, but we do like going with the kids. And, you know, now that I'm going to be a stepmom.
Yes.
I've really enjoyed being able to go with them.
Yes, do these things.
And do things like this. I've always wanted to be able to do things like that with my kids. So it's been really fun to be able to finally get to do things like that because I love the Jack-o'-lantern Spectacular before I ever knew that they existed.
right.
And
No,
I
it's
always
unbelievable.
loved going, and they do such a great job with those pumpkins.
I don't know how that they make
It
them
is
so realistic.
mind-boggling.
Like, it's unbelievable.
The work, the craftsmanship that they put into
Yes.
these pumpkins, and again, something I've covered several times over the years, they have to switch them out.
I don't know how they do it.
Weather is obviously a huge
Yes,
factor. You
yes.
would think, oh, it's nice weather, so they must be having great attendance.
Yep.
But if it's too hot, it rots the pumpkins.
Oh,
So
yeah,
they
yeah.
have to, there are many things that they do. Sometimes they cover them, sometimes they bring them in, sometimes they just have to make new ones.
Like all those
Throughout
pumpkins.
the season and replace them. They don't just set it up and say, like,
All
have
right.
fun.
There we go,
For the
for
next
the month. That's unbelievable.
It's an ongoing thing that they are attending to all month long. And
So
people are
unbelievable.
making these by hand. I mean, they're
Right, it's
hand
unbelievable.
carving.
It's such a craft.
Isn't it amazing?
So it is really amazing. I'm very excited to go. I get very excited about this
Yeah.
time of year to go to this. So
I do too.
I'm
It's like one
excited.
of those that you have to do during the season. So it's officially open now,
Mm-hmm.
and you can go check it out anytime you want. Make sure to buy your tickets advance online.
That's right.
And you can be sure to watch us here Monday through Friday, 12:30. But don't forget, we re-air at 8 p.m. as well. And we're always on demand if you want to catch up on old episodes that you may have missed. So thank you for joining us today on Spotlight New England, and we'll see you next time.